3, 2, 1, go!
Hello folks, you join me at the end of January where, as you can kind of see, apart from Romeu, a player that I bought in the summer, leaving and going off to Lille, where we're still paying some of his contract, nothing's happened. But stuff has happened, so let's talk about the stuff that has happened. Now, we've been subject to bids, quite a few bids. An 18 to 19 million pound bid for Ruben Diaz from PSG. Scrivani's had interest from all quarters as well. 20 million for him. PSG and Benfica have been interested. And Benfica, a club that have done relatively well in recent years in Portugal, but not topping the table. I've been putting in some, I'd describe them as mammoth bids for Dorian Heiser. We're talking 65 million. We're talking 79 million pounds. Not up front though. I'll kind of show you. It was a while ago, but I'm sure there'll still be the news items. Okay, there aren't any news items. Flipping heck. I'm looking for a screenshot, I say. It doesn't even save a bloody screenshot. Okay, you just have to believe me then. That Dorian Heiser, it was a 49 million pound bid. 49 million up front, and then a little bit spread. It totaled 79 million. The interesting thing is, right, we're 3 days left of the window. Benfica's interest is gone. Arsenal, Tottenham, and Real Madrid, who very quietly sit under the surface and have yet to offer me anything. But Barcelona are apparently interested as well. They stepped away. But I rejected a 79 million pound bid. Now, that might be stupid, but let me talk you through the Dorian Heiser situation. So with Dorian, it's quite simple, really. He wants to leave the club. He's excited about leaving. He's looking forward to. That's one of his positives. He's looking forward to leaving the club, and he wants to move to a club with a stronger squad. Now, I think if we get into the Champions League, we have every chance, maybe, of attracting him to stay for another year. Contract-wise, we can't offer him probably the money that he wants, and with about now just under a sort of 18 months left on his deal, it's a situation because we're probably going to lose him on a free. If we don't qualify for the Champions League, we probably have to sell him regardless. And even if we do qualify for the Champions League and he won't sign a new contract at that stage, we're going to have to sell him. Now, I offered him, the opportunity of, we'll win a trophy this season. I've promised him silverware. He screwed that up though, didn't he? And you might be wondering what I mean by that exactly. Well, despite Dorian getting the goal in the Lazio game, we'll come to that in a moment, since we last met in the 3-1 win against Palermo, we won that next Tim Cup game 3-0, a competition that we're now out of. But the game against Juventus was very interesting indeed. They went 2-0 to the good against us, but Sebastian Spira hat-trick gave us the advantage, and we won the game 4-2. And Juventus are a very curious side. 15th in the league table. They offered me the job earlier this January as well. And I don't really know what's happened. They finished sort of first about 10 years in a row, then came second, then came third, and now are 15th. And people will be asking in the comment section, what's happened to Juve? What's gone on over there? Well, in reality, player-wise, they're still pretty strong. They've got one of the best regens in the country, in Saggio as well, who's been scoring goals relatively consistently for them. But they've had a terrible, terrible season. If you look at their schedule for the senior squad, you can see in recent weeks and months, it's been very up and down. But the first half of the season was absolutely abysmal. Champions League group, I don't know if they went through in that either. They did not. I don't see them there. So I assume Juventus have fallen off a cliff. Anyway, back to us though. Let's focus on us. It was a 0-0 against Sassuolo. No need to show you any highlights from that one. Ruben Diaz, though, has decided, do you know what? There'll be some more goal scorers in this team, and I'm prepared to put my neck on the line, and has done. 3 goals for him, the first of which came against Livorno, and then 2 against Sampdoria, the second of which came in the 40th minute, and that was a 2-2 draw, disappointingly. Now, the game against Lazio, this was... the game against Lazio was interesting. Dorian Heiser put us underway 18 minutes in. They scored a penalty to reply. And then the penalty shootout. But before the penalty shootout, I had a handball given away for what I can only describe as a dab. Now, you might have seen this on Twitter, but he dabs it. He gives away a free kick, dabbing. He's dabbed it. He bloody dabbed it. Regardless, Toft missed the deciding penalty, and Lazio go through. Lots of penalty misses in this game, but Lazio progressed through in the Tim Cup. And we were holders of the Tim Cup, so that is very disappointing to see us not progress any further. Now, as we've got the end of the transfer window today, we'll keep with that. But before that, the game against Spezia Calcio. So let's run you through the team for that game. God, it's all action packed. I feel prepared today for this. Right then, Rico will be in goal. Bellanova, Diaz, Scrivani and Cini at the back. We've got Shaqiri just in front with Derek and Centano in the middle. Toft plays just ahead of them with Heiser and Spira. And you can see the list of goal scorers is growing, some of which are in the Europa League. But regardless of that, we're scoring some goals. The midfield are chipping in at long last. I don't know what changed. I don't think anything changed. They're just scoring now. Right then, into this game we go. And the question will remain then throughout this episode is, will Dorian Heiser leave today? And I'm just going to be very honest with you. it is possible. He could leave today. Let's not rule it out completely, as my game seems to have frozen. That was interesting. But no, he could still leave. If we get a mammoth bid from a Real Madrid, from an Arsenal or a Tottenham, I'm talking 100 million, then we'd have a situation on our hands. And I may even leave it to you to decide, because I don't know if I'll be able to. Team Talk's gone okay as well. We'll put this back onto 2D Classic, and into the game we go. Now, Spezia Calcio are a side that have an indifferent season. I mean, they're doing better than Juventus, but then so has 14 other teams. It should be a game that ordinarily we come out on top of. We currently sit level on points with Inter Milan at the top of the table. You can see that top 5 all of a sudden is very, very close together. And we've got to keep winning matches. Udinese now have gone top of the table. We've got to keep winning our matches, otherwise there's going to be a problem. Top 5 get back into Europe, but the top 3 as well. It's a penalty kick. Damien Mathry has fouled someone. Ruben Diaz potentially. And we've got a chance. Spira, who is... Speaking of Spira, someone, I can't remember, this is awful, I can't remember who, as he pops through the penalty, said Spira and Heiser should be called Spicer. Why didn't we ever think of that? Someone probably commented that ages ago. But Spicer, herbs and spices, Spira and Heiser, Spicer. So they've got a name. It's taken up until now, but they finally got a name. They are... Spicer. I didn't think they would ever get a name, but with the rate they're scoring goals together this season, we have to include them both. So forget herbs and spices for now. Spicer it is. There we go. We've had chances there, and it's going to be cleared. 1-0 up though. Spezia Calcio, no shots in the game so far. We've got 67% possession. Dorian, these players in front of you here, they're good players. Give them a chance, mate. But yeah, the table seems to have flipped on its head a little bit. As I say, Inter have come back into it, as have Roma, but Milan way off the pace. Juventus are the big one, obviously. I keep mentioning them, but I don't know what has happened to Juventus. I don't know if it's just managerially or not. I mean, they've offered me the job twice in the last 3 years, and I've turned it down both times because this is the Ispalian job, not the Juventus job. It wouldn't be the same. Now, I don't want to say it would be typical now of Football Manager, as Derek pops in a corner towards Spirit. It's going to be another penalty kick. Martello's done it this time. He's already on a yellow card. Is he going to be removed from the field of play? He's got a yellow card. Was he not already on one? None of it makes sense. Spira, though, with a chance to double his goal tally for the game and our goal tally for the game. Sebastian Spira. Can he pop it in? We need to see Herbs and We need to see Spira and Heiser combine. Spicer. It might take me some time. But there we are, Sebastian Spira, 24th. I'll note that again. We're in the end of January. As everyone's clapping behind him, the players that got... Everyone knew he was going to score. It's a foregone conclusion when Spira steps up. And makes it 2-0. Looking good. I was concerned that their first shot and goal would be a goal, and then we'd be drawing, and it would be hurtful. But we're fine. Derek in the centre is struggling for a little bit of fitness, as is Shaqiri. I think 2-0 up to the good. Miranda's going to come on, and Derek's going to be replaced by Batista in the centre. Right, double switch. I mean, we've been 2-0 up before, made changes, and it's all been thrown away. But I think these two midfielders we've brought on should be able to see this out. Can Spira get a hat-trick as well? Can he do that? Can he? Dorian's on a booking. I don't really want him getting sent off. I know it's unlikely, but we're going to bring on... have we got another striker out there? Oh, Kevin Lasagna. Oh, Kevin Lasagna. I don't know why I'm whispering. All right, we're still on the counter the whole game and largely dominated. There might be another goal here for us. Ruben Diaz has got it. Can he get it into Kevin Lasagna? That's the big question. There's a challenge come in from behind by Vignali. He's gone. He's off the pitch. Heiser's been replaced as well. So he can't even take this free kick. He would 100% have scored. How will Toft get on? Toft with this... Oh, less said about that, the better. Okay, seconds remaining here, and that is it then. Spal 2K13 2. Spezia Calcio 0, and a solid win for us. Patrick say, well done, lads. Good win. They seem relatively pleased with that, and we'll get out there then and carry on. I don't know what that means. I just mean in the transfer market, I think. We go to the top of the table, though. We only lost 2 matches this season, 7 draws. That might come back to haunt us by the end of it. We're pleased with the fact we're top of the league. We played perfectly. Everyone's happy. Confidence is good, and Sebastian's a great player. There we go. Right then, now we come down to the final embers of the transfer window. You might be wondering, Ben, why haven't you brought anybody in? I've not seen a single entry into the Spal Hall of Fame. No, the reason for that is because we have no money. Seriously, we've got 90 million in the bank, but we have a little transfer. Okay, I mean, that's the money we got from Romeu, but that's not a lot to do anything with. And the only reason I sold him is because 1, I wasn't using him. 2, our wage budget was actually negative. It's now positive. So just everyone stay calm. We could go for a loan signing, but the honest answer is I don't really need one. Nessa wants to talk about why he's not playing. Rico's good. Goodbye. Right, transfer window. 3 days to go. Will we see anything come around? That That is the big question. I'm kind of hoping we see a big bid come in late doors for someone, because I just think that's quite interesting. Hello, Arsenal. Good to see you. So Arsenal have come back in for Dorian Heiser. They put a bid in very early in the window. It's around £33 million. They're back again with £44 million for Dorian. And 18 months left. They obviously know this, and they know that I'm in this position, but you can't really do anything about it. Scrivani, £33 million from Benfica. Oh dear. Scrivani then, we bought him for £4 million. We're now getting offers of £33 million from Benfica. I think with Scrivani, right, he's got a few years left on his contract. If he wants to be bid on the summer, or in the summer, then he can go then. But at the moment, he's an important first team player, and I won't be letting him go. Now, Dorian. I'm going to go straight in. Let's be reasonable with them, all right? Let's not be unreasonable. Let's go for 95 million and just see what they say. They've withdrawn. Well, there we are then. I know look, they might have gone up to 60, and if I'd have said 60, they probably would have bought him. Would you have sold him for 60? 60 though. Yeah, I can improve the team, but I won't be able to get anyone as good as Dorian. And we're pushing in the Europa League here to get back in the Champions League. I've promised him a trophy. We might win the league. Like, I can't let him go now. It'd be stupid. Would it be stupid? Well, I mean, Arsenal probably going to withdraw their interest now. They've seen that we want a lot of money for him. He got European Golden Boy, viewers. Like, what? I can't sell him for the cheap, can I? Arsenal make Heister bid. Okay, they're back again. All right, I'll decline to take part because I want this to be quick, really. But they've come in. They've gone 55 million. Over all sorts of bonuses. It's just not happening. 55 million. It's got 18 months left. I don't know what I'm saying really. Miranda's what by Braga, absolutely not. It's tricky. It's really difficult. I've got a few loan offers for a couple of players. Batista's going absolutely nowhere. Fano can go. Is it Fano? Oh, he's going to Fano. Sorry, Paderi. Could one day be average, so we'll let him go out. Are we going to get any more offers for him? We've got Milan coming up soon. We're not doing that today, though. We're just finishing the transfer window. Is there going to be any more? I kind of want this transfer window to shut. Then we have him until the summer. And then in the summer, decisions can be made. We may well have won something at that point. And that's kind of what I'm gambling on, whether it's the Europa League or the league. We kind of have to get through this stage to see what happens next. I think what's going to happen as well with our future episodes, of course, we have games coming up in the Europa League. I might just focus on... Well, it's difficult because we're doing well in the league. I'm not entirely sure what to focus on. Maybe we'll just do one leg. Maybe we'll always do the second leg of the Europa games with a league match thrown in. That actually makes more sense, Ben, now you think about it. So you're getting some league action. We're not getting your sort of the first leg either. Hopefully, though, we'll be in good positions every time to then progress. But sometimes we might have to fight back. I mean, there's going to be a bit of both, I imagine. Okay, it looks as if there's not going to be much going on. I'm going to have to get some money for Balak. Remember Balak? Oh, that's nice. He was a good little player for me once. I'm turning down bids for Dorian. 79 million it was from Benfica, but it was like 15 million after 50 appearances. So that would take over a year for me to even get near that money. If it was international goals or if it was league goals, I would have thought differently because he's in the Portuguese league. He would have scored about 50 a season. It looks like the window, though, might be closing with no more business done. And I wanted to show you just to see what would happen. And it turns out Arsenal came in late doors for him. That may well have put Tottenham off as well. And Real Madrid are just in the shadows constantly wondering whether they should enter. And I think, though, that might be it. And the deadline has passed. Well, I guess that's good for us. Oh, that reminds me. Neville has given me a report. You'll notice, viewers, Gary Neville is now the assistant manager. Wasn't Phil? Yeah, he was, but it's now Gary. Phil's gone to Stoke for 1.6 million. So there's the outs for you. So Gary's in now, who's probably that bit better as Spiro and Diaz get into Team of the Month. Right then, the deadline has passed. Squad registration should be all sorted already, so I don't need to do anything with that. Although, let's just register Dorian, shall we? Because why not? Right then, that is probably... I don't think we're going to see any more. That's going to wrap things up for today. If you've enjoyed it, we had a game and a little bit of transfer business. What would you do, viewers? Dorian Heiser, what would be your solution to the problem? Would you have accepted the 79 million? Again, it was over clauses and whatnot, so that's why I didn't. I'm sure this used to be longer back in the day, but never mind. Spiro wants a new contract to represent his importance to the team. It's hard to deny that when he's got 21 in 21. And look at them both, scoring goals for fun. But that's going to wrap things up, as I mentioned. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. And we'll love with care for me, Dr. Benji FM. I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.